Let's go to Canberra now. Andrea Crothers joins us live. Andrea, the focus as well is on vaccines and the slow rollout. Do we know how many of these latest cases had been vaccinated?
In Laura, the short answer is no, but the pressure certainly is on the federal government to ramp up its vaccination rollout. Now, in Victoria yesterday, almost 16,000 doses were administered. That's actually a daily record. But in terms of across the state, there's really major concern over the fate of aged care residents. They bore the brunt of the second wave. 82% of the 801 deaths during that deadly second wave, they were recorded in aged care facilities. So the federal government, it's actually sending an extra 130,000 doses to Victoria, 40,000 this week, 15,000 each week for the next 6 weeks. And they will be prioritising aged care facilities because 29 facilities still haven't received a single dose of vaccination. Here was the aged care minister.
We've done nearly 2,600 providers across Australia in about 12 or 13 weeks, which I think is a great effort. It's a significant logistical effort to get to all of those residents, 183,000 residents of aged care. And so we've continued to work across those. We have obviously prioritised those that are remaining in Victoria to get them completed. But I'm very comfortable with the rollout of the vaccination.
And Andrea, yesterday in question time, Labor was pursuing the Prime Minister over the vaccine issue. It was proving to be quite a fiery session.
Yeah, Laura, it certainly was. Labor seeking to utilise the latest outbreak in Victoria to highlight what it sees as the failures with the government in response to COVID, particularly over quarantine, but especially over the vaccine rollouts. We did see quite a fiery back and forth, multiple questions targeting the government. The Prime Minister eventually had this response.
How many more outbreaks do there have to be until the Prime Minister understands that he needs to do his job?
Well, there you see it, Mr Speaker, the bipartisan display in the fight against the virus, Mr Speaker. That's what we've seen from the Labor Party all the way
Members
through
on
this,
both
Mr
sides.
Speaker. On every opportunity when they're tested, Mr Speaker, they'd rather fight the Liberal Party, fighting those Tories, Mr Speaker, which is the reason why the leader of the Labor Party came here.
Victorian Labor MP Josh Burns this morning saying that they simply just want this to get it right.
We want the government to get this right. It's so frustrating that the federal government have been happy with this sludge-like approach where they've just been happy to throw away targets and not absolutely do everything they can to vaccinate Australians.
And as Victoria stares down the barrel of a fourth lockdown, you can imagine there'll be many people there also hoping for the same, Laura.